And we are live on
And we are
YouTube.
live. All right, I'll close my screen up then. And we'll start with some introductions here. So, welcome, folks out in YouTube land, to our second half reading of Galaxy Quest. We had an awesome time reading the first half last week. And if you guys missed it, we're going to give you a quick little recap on the plot and the characters. So, Galaxy Quest is a sci fi spoof, so to speak, where a bunch of television actors who perform the television show Galaxy Quest are mistaken by aliens for an actual, real space explorers. They're receiving these television transmissions out in space, and they think they are historical documents. So they have come to Earth to actually employ these space explorers for some help in defeating an enemy in their own area of the galaxy, and have not yet figured out that the actors are not real real space explorers. So the lead actor, the commander of the ship, is going to be named Jason, and playing the actor is named Jason, playing Commander Taggart. And he's got a crew of six. He's got Gwen and Alexander and Fred and Tommy and an unnamed character named Guy, who've all managed to join him onto this spaceship. They've been beamed up into space. At the beginning of the movie, they were in a science fiction kind of convention, and they have run into these aliens at the science fiction convention. But now they're all up in space, and they have the commander itself has actually got into a little space battle with the alien, whose name is Saris, and Saris is not fooled, right? But he's actually a real bad guy. But the first time he was up there, the commander thought, oh yeah, this is just a really elaborate skit that they put together. Really nice effects, right? And so he's just like, yeah, shoot this, shoot that, shoot that. We're all good. And then he goes on when they fly him back to Earth, he realized, oh wait, that was actually real, wasn't it? So he gets his whole crew back up there to go get surrender terms from the alien. And things kind of go a little bit wrong, and they've lost their power source, the beryllium sphere, and now they are shuttling down to a planet to go find it. And that is where we have kind of left off in our story. There's a few other plot points in there too that we'll kind of pick up as we go along. But in the meantime, we will start with some introductions of our cast and who's playing who. We are still waiting on one more, so hopefully she'll arrive here by the time we are done. But we'll go off and let's see. Jacob, are you there? And just who you are and who you're playing and where people can find you on social media.
Yes, your commander is here, Jacob Patrick, and you can find me at jacobpatrick.com. Something similar to Jacob Patrick on social media is like Instagram, Jacob D. Patrick. But find me here every once in a while on Table Read Tuesday because I love it and they're awesome and this is fun and movies are great, scripts are great, and so happy to be here. So thank you.
Awesome. We'll go down to, we're going to skip Aubrey because she's not here yet. Let's go down to Vicky.
Hi, I'm Vicky Dykes. I'm from Penhold, Alberta, way up in Canada, where it's nice and hot right now, sunny. Today I'll be playing Alexander, Brandon's mom, rock monster, munitions officer, actions and descriptions in the 6th section, and warrior alien. Haven't quite figured out his voice yet. And you can find me on Instagram. I'm YogaGramma10. And I'm on Facebook under the name Vicky Dykes. And I'm on Threads as Vicky Dykes.
You're all over the place, Vicky. All right. John.
Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm John Clarence Gomez from Manila, Philippines, and I'm playing the role of Fred, Demo number 2, Guard number 2, Kathleen, Transport Chief, Hollister, Aliens, Intelligence Officer, and Crewman. You can follow me on Instagram. I have 2 accounts there. The JC Gomez Show, where it is the official account of my podcast, The JC Gomez Show. Just type it on Instagram. And my second account is JC Gomez Official, which is my official account for non-podcasting because I'm a podcast host. I host a podcast called the John Class Gomez Show. It is a podcast about entertainment and politics. I interview many actors and and comedians there on my podcast. So that's it. So that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's jump down to Haley.
Hello, everyone. My name is Haley Elizabeth Bayermeister. I'm happy to be back with Table Tuesday readings. I think is that correct? Table Tuesday readings. Yeah, that's correct. I was in part one of Galaxy Quest. I'm excited to be a part of part two. I love this movie so much. I will be playing Guy, who is played by one of my favorite actors in the world, Sam Rockwell. Once again, I'm so stoked to be playing this very neurotic, slightly narcissistic, but ex actor in the series before this goes haywire and they're actually in space. And it's so much fun in the sense that yeah, he had like 2 episodes. He's just that guy, you know. I'm excited. I'm also going to be playing demon number 3, which, yes, same Vicky, I will figure out that voice when it comes. I will be doing also guard number 1, Quellic, who is an iconic alien in this film as well, and Saris's guard, and I will also be doing guard number 1. Yeah, I already said that, yes, and actions and descriptions. And I'm in Houston, Texas, if I didn't say that. You can find me on YouTube via Jackie's plug to her YouTube. I'm on a lot of those, or a couple, not a lot, but a couple of them. Look out specifically for the Shakespeare deep dive on King Lear. I'm very proud of that. It was the coolest idea ever. Shout out once again to Jayote Production. She'll say it. But yeah, otherwise, just try and find me anywhere. And I go by she, her pronouns.
All right, Jackie.
Hi everyone, my name is Jacqueline Hume, like Zoom, and I am usually in the Washington DC area, but this summer I'm in the Washington area on Whidbey Island. If you're anywhere nearby, come on over. I'm with Island Shakespeare Festival, pay what you will, all the way up until August 31st, 2 shows in rep. Come and join us. I'm going to be playing lots of people, Alan Children, Alien Children, Alien Children, if I could read. Saris or Saris.
It's Saris.
Thank you. Saris, Brandon, and a bunch of other miscellaneous characters, Demon, Minor, etc. I'm happy to be back too for Table Read Tuesdays. I haven't been in a minute. And if you'd like to follow me, I'm on Instagram under JY_artist with an E, artiste. And on Facebook, I'm Jacqueline Elizabeth, but Jacqueline written the French way with CQU and S for Elizabeth.
Cool. And thank you so much, Jackie. Jackie jumped in like last minute for another cast member who had to drop out, so she's had no chance to read the script or watch the scenes ahead of time. So, and just so you know, Saris is this big, bad, evil, you know, the classic ha ha ha, right? I'm gonna sick everything to you and you're gonna lose. Right? And then Brandon is your classic geeky, you know, sci-fi nerd, you know, goes to every single convention kind of thing. And the other characters should be relatively self-explanatory. So my name is Kat Wilson. Tonight, let's see, I am playing Tommy, who you can see behind me, the African-American character who's kind of driving the ship. Malthazar, one of the aliens who has a very strange and unusual speaking manner. A computer voice and a set of actions and descriptions. And until Aubrey gets here, I will pick up Gwen. So hopefully Aubrey will be here in a minute. So I am in Gig Harbor, Washington, she, her pronouns. And when I'm not reading with Table Read Tuesdays, you can find me over at the Two Households in Fair Corona Shakespeare reading group. So Since it is 25 after 6, we're going to go ahead and get started with this reading, and hopefully Aubrey will just kind of fill in when she can. So I'm going to pull the script up onto my screen here. And we left off, like I said, with finding the beryllium sphere. Let me see if I can get rid of some of these little, close up this little window here on the side. Hide menus, Control Shift F. Let's try that. Did that help? No. All right. I know there's a way to get rid of these menus because we did it last time.
Must be some sort of mining facility.
Oh, sorry. You were actually starting.
Oh,
I was just trying to get the screen a little larger for you there first. But that was
I'll do
great.
that again.
Okay.
And while we're getting that set up, we're only 6 subscribers away from 300. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, subscribe or tell someone to subscribe. All right, that's all. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm trying to get rid of this other screen. I don't know where it just came back. So let's try this. F11. All right. Okay, I think we're set. Go ahead, Vicky.
Must be some sort of mining facility.
Where are the miners? Haley? I guess I forgot to mention if Haley was still here. Haley! We might need to start this one more time. Haley!
She may have
Are
gone.
you there?
I was talking. I got it. I had to like type that in. I was like, whoa, because it's a different script now. Okay. Something bad happened here.
Will you relax? And then
Suddenly, they become aware of a small blue creature emerging from one of the structures. It's blue and looks somewhat like a human child. It moves to a small pool of water and begins drinking. Its movements are very quiet and tentative. Then a few more blue children emerge and join the first.
aw, look at that. Will you look at that? They look like little children.
Could they be the miners?
Sure, they're like 3 years old.
Miners, not miners.
He pronounces the 2 words exactly the same. Fred looks at Alex like he's crazy.
You okay, Alex?
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Oh, they're so cute.
Of course they're cute now, but in a second they're going to turn mean and ugly, and somehow then they are going to be a million more of them.
Then another blue creature emerges. This one limps. Its leg is hurt. It moves forward, dragging its bad foot along the ground, making noise.
Oh, it's hurt.
Kind of bad now.
Gwen rises up a little, tentatively waving at Limpy.
Hi. Hi there, little guy.
Guy pushes her down behind the rock before the creatures notice.
Jesus, did any of you watch this show?
The blue children turn toward Limpy and begin whispering in an alien tongue.
Oh, look, they're helping the little one.
Indeed, the others move to the hurt creature, cocking their heads to the side empathetically. Then, suddenly, we see the aliens smile in sharp razor teeth, their mouths spreading out impossibly on their faces. They descend on Limpy, ripping him apart. We only see a geyser of blood from the center of the blue circle. Our group is silent, horrified.
I am so sick of being right.
Oh, let's get out of here before one of these things kills Guy.
We gotta get that sphere or we're not going anywhere.
Reluctantly, they all nod in agreement.
All right, here's the plan. First, Fred, we need a diversion to clear those things out of the compound. Then Gwen, Alex, and Fred, and I go down to get the sphere. Any of those things come back, give a signal. Guy, you set up a perimeter.
Why does this sound so familiar? Assault on Valtrek 3, episode 31, I think.
We're doing episode 31?
Whatever, the one with the hologram, the wall of fire. How the hell is Fred supposed to project a hologram?
We're doing episode 31, Jason?
It doesn't have to be a hologram, just a diversion.
Jason, are we doing episode 31 or not?
It's a rough plan, Guy. Why does it matter if we're doing episode 31 or not?
Because I died in episode 31!
This is ludicrous. Oh, why are you listening to this man? Must I remind you that he is wearing a costume, not a uniform? He's no more equipped to lead us than this fellow. No offense.
You have a better plan, Alex?
As a matter of fact, I do. Look at their eyes. They're obviously nocturnal. Come sundown, they will go into the forest to hunt. So, our plan is simply to wait for nightfall instead of mounting an insane assault in full daylight, simply because we did it that way in episode 31.
The others look convinced. Jason looks down defeated. Everyone starts to settle in to wait for sundown. Exit ridge overlooking mining outpost dusk 67. 2 hours later, the sun is setting. Everyone rises to begin their assault. As the last glow sinks into the horizon, they start forward when the second sun, the big one, rises up behind them, lighting the planet brightly. The actors turn to Alexander, who looks away sheepishly. Jason smiles, vindicated, and stands back in charge.
As I was saying, Fred, we need some sort of diversion. Some sort of hologram or optical illusion or...
He looks at Fred, who looks up at him, completely lost.
A hologram?
Never mind, Fred.
No. I'll think on it.
Jason, look.
They all look down to see that the blue demons have already deserted the complex.
They're gone.
Where did they go? Back inside?
I don't know.
Nobody was watching.
All right, Gwen, Alex, Fred, follow me. Guy, set up the perimeter. Tommy, you keep a lookout. Make a signal if they come back.
What kind of signal?
Anything.
Okay, I'll do this. Caw! Caw!
Tommy, we have these.
He
Oh.
motions to his Vox.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Okay, let's go.
Jason, Gwen, Alex, and Fred start down the hillside, leaving Tommy and Guy alone. They stand there for a second, looking at each other.
You have no idea what a perimeter is, do you?
Not a clue. You?
I think he just likes pointing at things.
69. Down the ridge, 69. Jace is in full action mode. He uses dramatic commando tactics he's acted on the show, such as ducking behind a rock, peeking out, rolling on the ground to the next rock. Gwen, Alex, and Fred just stroll around casually behind him.
How does the rolling help, actually?
It helps.
Where's your gun?
He pats his hip. The gun is gone. It has obviously fallen over the cliff in his roll.
It helps.
Clearing on the ridge, 70. Tommy keeps a lookout through the binoculars. Below, Jason and the others sneak into the compound and head toward the sphere. The abandoned compound is spooky. A battered metal door sways in the wind with a creak.
Those blue things ate everybody here?
It doesn't make sense. Surely they could have fortified the compound against those creatures.
Fred passes a metal console with a number of broken view screens. One, however, is partially intact. Fred pushes a button, and the view screen lights up with a blurry video playback of mayhem! Through a dust storm, we see a number of alien miners run panic through the compound. We hear thunderous crashes like footsteps. A terrified miner, face wrapped in cloth except for the eyes, stares into the camera, mumbling out of his mind with fear. Korik! The images goes blank. The actors look at each other.
Anybody want to wait around and find out what a Goranok is? Let's do this. Will you stop riding me?
On the ridge, Tommy looks down onto the compound with binoculars to see Jason and the others below moving toward the beryllium sphere. He pants to the compound. Good. No blue children.
I know what it is. I know what it is. It's not what's on the planet. It is the planet.
As Guy continues to babble his theory, Tommy pans back and forth between Jason and the others at the sphere and the deserted complex. Jason and the others start to roll the sphere. It moves forward with a... We pan over to see a blue hand emerge from one of the structures. Tommy looks concerned.
There is a life force here. The blue things. Do you see how they moved? Careful. Quiet. Like they didn't want something disturbed.
Tommy's point of view from the sphere rumbling toward the demon children emerging from the mining structures.
Oh, shit.
Down at the mining compound, Jason and the others strain to push the boulder toward the incline.
Come on, push! Never give up! Never surrender!
Oh,
shut
shut up.
Oh, no.
Suddenly, they all freeze as they notice the returning demons. The monsters gather around them, forming a vicious circle of slavering teeth.
Ka! Ka!
Spare me.
Suddenly, a series of magneto pistol blasts ring out, melting random pieces of equipment, walls, and putting holes in the walkways. The aliens scatter for cover. Gwen and the others turn to see Tommy coming with a gun in his hand, followed by Guy.
Sorry guys, it just went off.
Good work, Tommy. Let's go.
They push the sphere over the lip of the incline. It starts to roll on its own. Incline. Jason and the others run with all their might to keep up with the sphere. Jason looks over his shoulder, then turns forward.
Don't look back. Do not look back.
Gwen can't resist. She looks back to see hundreds of blue demons coming over the hillside like a tidal wave. Near the surface pod, the actors roll the sphere to the pod and up the pod ramp, but the boulder now blocks the pod door. Gwen helps Guy inside, then squeezes through herself, followed by Tommy. Alexander and Jason both motion each other forward.
Go ahead.
You go first. There's no time.
Oh, of course, I forgot. You have to be the hero, don't you? Heaven forbid anyone else get the spotlight once. Oh no, Jason Nesmith couldn't possibly.
Jason cold cocks him, knocking him unconscious, and lifts him through, then starts to squeeze through himself. Interior surface pod.
Tommy, I'm in. Push. Go now.
Tommy pushes the button when suddenly Jason is grabbed by the ankle by 5 pairs of demon hands and dragged back outside just as the door closes behind him.
Oh my god! Tommy, stop the pod! Stop the pod! I can't. It's on autopilot.
As the pod descends, they all move to the window to watch, horrified as Jason disappears into the middle of the huge blue mob that surrounds him. Alexander regains consciousness, looks around.
He knocked me out, the son of a bitch. Where is he?
Down there.
Alexander joins the others, looks down at the blue mob below.
Oh, right, of course. It's always about you, isn't it?
Exterior planet surface. Back at the surface, Jason is surrounded by the menacing demons who stare down at him with their chilling smiles. Their strange whispered language is translated into subtitles. What do you suppose it is?
I don't know. Strange. It looks like a child.
What should I do?
Hit it with a rock, then we'll eat it.
Demon number 1 lifts a rock, and Jason doesn't have time to object before the demon clubs him. They lean in, their mouths opening for the kill, when a shadow washes over them. A blue demon looks over his shoulder, terrified. He whispers a meek.
Goriknak. Interior surface. Pod bay. The pod door opens and Gwen, Alexander, and the others exit, out of breath. They're greeted 3 of the generator room techs as well as Teb.
We've got the spear, but the commander's down there with a bunch of cannibals. Teb, reset the pod. We're going back. That thing's not going to get us down there fast enough. Face it, he's dead. Wait. Fred, what about your thing? You know, digitize me, Sergeant Chen.
The digital conveyor.
Of course, we'll just zap him with the digital conveyor.
Do we have one of those, Teb?
Teb nods. They exit running. Fred looks a little unsure. Interior corridor. Gwen, Alexander, Fred, Tommy, Guy, and the technician Teb run down the hallway. Huffing, Alexander turns to Gwen.
You said the commander.
What?
Back there. You said the commander is down there with a bunch of cannibals.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I heard it too. Is this really the most important thing we could be talking about right now?
Exterior, planet surface, rocky trench. Jason lies unconscious on the ground. We hear a snort and see his shoulder moved by a large alien. Snout. Jason opens his eyes to see a grunting beast, like an oversized pig, but somewhat reptilian. From above, along the rock walls, Jason can hear the sound of the blue demons whispering.
Gorik knock. Gorik knock.
Knock. Jason rises quickly, reaches for his gun, but it's gone. Looking for a weapon, he quickly removes his shirt and snaps it at the beast, trying to drive it away. The beast chomps at him, holding its territory. Suddenly, Gwen's voice sounds.
Jason, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Interior ship, digital conveyor room. Gwen, Alexander, and the others watch Jason on a view screen.
Oh, thank God. Are you okay?
Yeah, but I've got the Gorgonok staring me in the face. I think I can take it though.
Jason, we're going to use the digital conveyor to get you out of there.
Jason swipes at the pig lizard. It hisses at him petulantly.
The digital conveyor? You mean I'm going to get diced up into cubes and then sorted in there in 1,000 pieces?
Right.
I'll take my chances with the Gorgonok.
The pig lizard nips at Jason. Jason throws a rock at it.
Jason, we've got to get you out of there. It's perfectly safe, isn't it, Teb? Oh, did I forget to assign Teb? Nope, that's Jackie.
Is it Jackie now? Oh.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, it has never successfully been tested.
What? What did he say?
Nothing. Hold, please.
Theoretically, the mechanism is fully operational. However, it was built to accommodate your anatomy, not ours. Our actual hands are 6-fingered and jointed 90 degrees to yours, but now that Sergeant Chen is here, he can operate it. It was designed watching his motions from the historical records.
Everyone turns to Fred. For the first time, he looks a little apprehensive. He laughs nervously.
Well, I mean, I can supervise, of course, but
Jason, we're going to test it.
Okay, on what?
How about the pig lizard?
Hey, I was doing okay with the pig lizard.
Alexander and the others move aside to let Fred at the control panel. The controls are complicated and fit Fred's hand like metal gloves. Teb gasps as he grasps the controls.
I'm sorry, it is very exciting to see the master at the controls. The operation of the conveyor is more art than science.
Fred moves his hand and the creature is targeted in crosshairs of the instrument panel. He slowly twists his wrists as he manipulates ever so cautiously and, on the planet's surface, the pig lizard digitizes and disappears. Conveyor room. Everyone looks very impressed. Fred starts to smile, no sweat, as the creature rematerializes on the platform. But something is very wrong. We hear the thing's horrible squeals over the disgusted reactions of the crew.
What?
Nothing.
I heard something. A squeal?
Oh no, everything's fine.
But the animal is inside out.
I heard that. It's inside out?
The monstrous remains of the creature explodes.
And it exploded.
What? Did I just hear it came back inside out and then it exploded? Hello?
Hold, please.
Planet surface. Jason looks up to the rock ledge. The unseen demons continue to chant, Gorignac, Gorignac.
Gorignac.
Wait, the pig lizard is gone. Why are they still chanting for the pig lizard?
Turn on the translation circuit.
Tab flicks a switch and we hear the demons in English. Rock, rock, rock. Suddenly, Gwen and the others notice that the entire rock face behind Jason moves slightly, like a granite musculature. Jason, facing forward, does not see it.
Jason, I don't think the pig lizard was Gorognak.
What the hell are you talking about?
Behind Jason, the boulders in the wall begin to move forward, emerging from the rock face, and a giant emerges, a monster made of granite. Jason turns slowly with a feeling of dread as he hears the rumbling sound of the monster's body freeing itself from the rock face around it.
Oh, darn.
He takes a step back, holding his puny wooden sphere. The rock monster steps forward, 20 feet tall, its face mostly featureless, yet ominous and determined and upset, and it heads straight for Jason.
Guys, digitize me.
Jason backs away slowly around the corner, but the monster follows crunch forward.
Guys.
Interior ship digital conveyor room. Fred looks genuinely distressed.
Come on, Fred. They base it on your hand movements.
Fred backs away, terror on his face. He starts talking to himself nervously.
All my professional life, they'd say, "Can you ride a horse, Fred?" And I'd say, "Of course, since I was a boy." "Can you fence, Fred?" "Funny, you should ask. I've won 6 international competitions." I learned never to say I can't do this. You don't get part if you say I can do this, but this is life or death. May poor God give me, Jason, but I can't do this.
On the planet, Jason is in a full-out run, being chased by the rock monster, which stomps forward, demolishing everything in its path.
Fred's no good, Jason. You're going to have to kill it.
Kill it? Well, I'm open to ideas.
Go for the eyes, like in episode 22 with the
It doesn't have eyes.
throat, the mouth, the vulnerable spots.
It's a rock. It doesn't have any vulnerable spots. What do you think?
I know. You construct a weapon, look around. Can you form some sort of rudimentary lathe?
A lathe? Get off the line, guy.
The monster's shadow falls over Jason.
Alexander, please. You're my advisor. Advise me.
Well, you have to figure out what it wants. What's its motivation?
It's a damn rock monster. It doesn't have any motivation.
That's your problem. You were never serious about the craft. I'm a rock. I just want to be a rock. Still, peaceful, tranquil. Oh, but what's this? Something's making noise. Oh, no, not noise. No, movement. Vibrations. Make the vibrations stop. They go straight into me like a knife. I must crush the thing that makes the vibrations.
Am I crazy, or do you actually have something there?
Jason reaches down and grabs a handful of small rocks. But at that moment, the rock monster reaches down and grabs him in his fist. Jason is carried into the air and dangling above the beast's mouth. Jason keeps his composure enough to toss one of the rocks at a natural rocky overhang along one wall. The thrown rocks overhang along one of the walls. One wall. The thrown rocks dislodge a few more rocks in the wall, which tumble to the ground, making noise. The rock monster turns towards the sound. The monster drops Jason. Jason lands, throws another rock. The monster charges towards the wall, causing an avalanche, burying the monster. All is still. In the ship, the actors cheer, but their relief is short-lived as on the planet, the rumble reforms and the monster emerges even larger than before. It begins to make a beeline for a perplexed Jason.
But I'm not moving. Oh no, my heartbeat.
In the rock monster's POV point of view, we head toward Jason and hear Jason's heartbeat magnified like a drum. The thump, the thump, the thump, the thump.
Fred, can you hear me? You got to do this. It's up to you.
On the ship, Fred moves to the panel, mortified.
No, I'll kill you.
Listen, Fred, you did this for 4 years on the show. You can do it now. Put your hands on the controls.
Fred puts his trembling hands on the controls. Sweat pours down his temple.
I don't know. I don't know.
The monster picks up speed. Stomp, 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 stomp.
Fred, I worked a summer stock at Hopkins, regional theater with Hoffman, but I swear to God, I have never met an actor who could hit his mark or nail all his lines with the professional consistency as Freddie Kwan. You're Mr. Dependable. You can do this.
You work with Hopkins. I worship Hopkins.
Fred draws his confidence from these words. The monster is upon Jason. It raises its fist.
Digitize me, Fred.
A moment of concentration as everybody holds their breath. And then Fred works the controls. Jason is still there, and the monster smashes down his fist right down onto Jason. At the very moment he digitizes, the fist goes right through the scattering blocks. Everybody on ship holds their breath and watches the digitizing platform. Jason's body instantly ducks and contorts to avoid the rock fist that moments ago descended upon him. Everyone runs up to him as he regains his composure, celebrating, hugging him, and patting him on the back. Even Alexander looks relieved, but won't admit it.
I see you managed to get your shirt off.
Jason looks over and sees Fred still at the controls, drenched. He moves over to him and shakes his trembling hand.
As good as Hopkins.
Hopkins can't drink your bathwater, Fred.
Fred wells with pride. Swells, maybe. Yeah. Swells with pride. Jason turns to the others.
All right, folks, let's get the hell out of here. Mathazar, we're back up and on our way to the command deck. Mathazar, come in. Mathazar, Teb, Krellick, what's going on? Where is everybody?
Gwen pushes a button on the monitors to see Saurus's ship outside. Gwen punches another button and a video panel lights up showing Saurus's men all over the ship, in the generator room, the hallways, the command deck, an infestation.
No.
We've got to get out of here. Come on, hurry.
But as they head toward the door, it opens, revealing Saurus and a dozen of his men, guns drawn. The actors, they back away except for Jason, who stands his ground as Saurus approaches.
Listen, Saurus, just hold on.
But Saurus backhands him brutally. Jason crashes to the floor. Jason starts to stand, wiping blood from his mouth, but with a nod from Saurus, 6 of his men surround Jason and begin to kick and beat him on the ground brutally.
Interior barracks prison. The row of barracks down the long hallway have been converted to prison cells. From inside these, the hundreds of captured aliens watch in despair as Jason, bloody and beaten, is led down the corridor. Saurus, his guards, and the other crew members follow behind. Weak and semi-conscious from the beating, Jason stumbles and falls. Saurus produces a device and applies it to Jason's neck. Jason cries out. His entire body convulses. The aliens push against the cell doors, coming to his aid, but the guards beat them back mercilessly.
If you cannot walk, Commander, then I suggest you crawl.
Jason hesitates. Saurus shocks him again. Jason finally rises and slowly begins to crawl forward. Everyone is silent, numb. Interior medical deck. The area has been converted to an interrogation chamber. Jason is led in with the others. Saurus's men interrogate a man strapped to a table. They move aside to reveal Malthazar, barely alive. But as he sees Jason, a ray of hope lights behind his eyes. He smiles. Commander, thank God you're alive. Now you will face justice, Saurus.
At every turn you demonstrate the necessity for your extermination, the qualities of your species, ridiculous optimism like little children, building, always building, but what you spend years to create, I take from you in days! Do you wish to save this man's life, Commander, and the life of your crew?
Yes.
Then tell me one thing. What does it do, the device, the Omega-13?
I don't know.
Saris twists the dial. Malthazar writhes in pain on the table.
Is it a bomb? A booby trap? Tell me.
Stop, please. I don't know.
Prepare a tear harness for the female.
No, I swear I don't know. Please.
Do you think I'm a fool that the commander does not know every bolt, every weld of his ship?
And fights the guards valiantly as they drag her to a table.
But I'm not. I'm not the commander.
Saris turns, interested.
Huh.
He motions his guards to a halt.
Wait, what did you say?
Please don't hurt them. It's not their fault. I'm not the commander. I don't know anything.
Malthazar looks at him, bewildered. Saris looks intrigued.
Explain.
Gwen, the show. There's no choice. Do it.
Computer, play the historical records of Galaxy Quest missions.
A screen lights up with the opening of the first Galaxy Quest episode. We see the various actors in their roles, freeze-framed in action poses, intercut with the ship speeding through space. Saris watches, captivated. Realization dawns on his face. He begins to laugh. Saris turns to Malthazar, beaten and bloody, but hope lightning in his eyes as he watches the show. That tickles Saris even more as he roars with laughter.
Oh, this is wonderful. Wonderful. I treated you as a foe, but no. You have done greater damage to these poor fools than I ever could have. Bravo! Bravo.
He puts his arm around Jason and leads him to face Malthazar.
Tell him, this is a moment I will treasure. Explain who you really are.
Jason looks up at Malthazar. A long pause.
My name is Jason Nesmith. I'm an actor. We're all actors.
Our dim-witted friends don't understand the concept of acting. They have no theater, no imagination, these scientists.
We pretend.
Simpler.
We lie.
Yes, you understand that, don't you, Mathasar?
Malthazar looks up at Jason, bewildered.
I'm not a commander. There is no National Space Exploration Administration. There is no ship.
But there it is.
A model, only as big as this.
But inside I have seen.
Sections of room made of plywood. Our beryllium sphere was painted wire and plaster. The digital conveyor was Christmas lights, decorations. It's all fake. I'm not him. I am nothing, a nobody.
But why?
It's difficult to. On our planet, we pretend in order to entertain.
Malthazar just stares. Saris watches, eyes twinkling.
That's how I make a living, pretending to be someone else. Pretending to be Commander Peter Quincy Taggart. I'm so sorry, Mathasar.
Malthazar looks away, his eyes hollow, all hope gone.
Now you know. This entire world you've concocted, all based on nothing. Your beliefs, your hopes, all a dream, a wisp of smoke. Now, there's only pain!
Saris
Lieutenant
moves
Lath.
his lieutenant, Rake Lath.
Lieutenant Lath, I confess I am beginning to feel a bit foolish myself, chasing across the universe to obtain what is, I'm now certain, a bauble of fiction. Tell me how best to obliterate this vessel. I would like nothing to remain.
The core could be hardwired to overload without much effort.
Saris, what about my men?
Yes, you're right. Much too easy a death for the trouble you have caused me. Lieutenant, open a vent on level C and let the outside in a bit for our friends.
Enraged, Jason lunges for Cyrus, but his men quickly beat him down brutally.
I guess an actor is not the same as a commander after all.
He turns to his guard, motioning to Jason and the others.
Release them, Sergeant, into space.
The guard nods and escorts them out. Cyrus turns to Mathazar and raises the torture control with a sick smile. Interior airlock chamber. Core overload. Emergency shutdown overridden. Core implosion estimated in 9 minutes. Jason and the others enter, escorted by the guards. Guard number 1 pushes a button and the airlock door opens with a whoosh.
You two, go.
Jason and Alex start toward the airlock. Jason simply hangs his head.
Well, how does it feel, Jason? Was it worth it? Hundreds of innocents to die because of you? How does it feel?
Get in. Hurry up.
They enter the airlock.
Hundreds dead, all so you could play at being the commander. You've murdered us all, you egomaniacal son of a bitch.
Shut up. Just shut up, you purple skin monstrosity.
Alexander lunges at Jason, striking him in the face. They tumble outside the airlock, fighting. The guards smile, enjoying the fight. Jason quickly overpowers Alexander and punches him repeatedly, his anger taking hold. They lock in a mutual strangulation hold. Then Jason pulls free. He grabs Alex by the collar and pulls back for the crowning blow and deals a punisher right past Alexander into the face of guard number 1. Alexander turns, astonished, realizing it's all an act. A flash of an appreciative smile, then he elbows guard number 2 in the face. The second's guard gun goes skittering into the airlock as he drops unconscious. Guard number 1 dives into the airlock to retrieve the gun, aims at Jason as suddenly the inner door snaps shut, and an instant later the outer door opens. His gunshots ricochet against the glass as the guard is whisked through the hold into space, flailing silently into the vacuum. Everyone turns to see Fred taking his finger off the airlock button.
A little sticky. I'll get one of my boys up here with a scan of the WD-40.
Alexander turns to Jason, both out of breath.
Purple-skinned monstrosity?
I was staying in character. Egomaniacal son of a bitch.
Sense memory. I see you got to win the fight.
I had the shot.
Guys,
She motions to a row of security monitors, one labeled Environmental Systems Deck Sea Level. Environmental Systems Deck Sea Level shows 4 of Cyrus's men straining at a large circular valve. On another monitor, we see debris rushing up to a vent in the barracks area as air is sucked out of the aliens' prison. Teb and the other aliens pull on their prison bars in horror.
Let's go.
Interior corridor. The 6 of them run down the hallway. Jason stops them and they duck into an alcove as a unit of Cyrus's men jog past.
Core implosion in 4 minutes.
Go on. Give it a try, Gwen.
computer, shut down the core.
Unable. Memory checks invalid. Core system hardware damaged.
All right, guys. Gwen and I are going to have to get to the core and shut it down manually. Fred, you and Guy need to get that air valve back on. Alex, see if you can get the prison doors open downstairs in case Fred and Guy can't get the oxygen back in time.
Jason, what about me? What do I do?
Practice driving, Tommy.
They all split up, leaving Tommy standing there.
Practice driving?
Interior hallway. Gwen and Jason hurry down the hallway, keeping a lookout for Cyrus's guards.
So, we get to shut down the neutron reactor?
Right.
I hate to break it to you, Jason, but I don't know how to shut down a neutron reactor. And unless you took learning annex course I don't know about, I'm pretty sure you don't know how to shut down a neutron reactor either.
No, I don't, but I know somebody who does.
Interior, Brandon's house. Tarzana. Earth. Day. Birds chirp outside pleasantly. Interior, Brandon's bedroom. Day. The room of our #1 Galaxy Quest fan, Brandon, the 14-year-old. He sits at his computer in uniform, gluing a tiny piece of plastic to his model of the Protector. A knock on the door. A knock on the door, and his mother enters.
Brandon?
Mother, I'm quite busy as you can see. The C rings on my booster until came. Unit came broken in the mail.
I'm sorry. Made brownies.
Mother, I'm very busy. Well, maybe one. Thank you.
She exits. Brandon looks at his model with a sigh. Suddenly he hears a familiar tone. He cocks his head and turns to the interstellar Vox sitting on his table. He starts to turn away, but it beeps again. Slowly he reaches out, takes it in his hand, and flips the switch. We hear Jason's voice.
Hello? Hello, is anyone out there?
Brandon stares at the thing, then looks around his room for signs of a practical joke. He speaks into it quietly.
Hello?
Interior, NSEA Protector Space. Jason, holding his Vox, nods to Gwen. Got him.
This is Jason Nesmith. I play Commander Peter Quincy Taggart of the NSEA Protector.
Interior, Brandon's room. Brandon stares at the Vox for a very long moment.
Yes?
We accidentally traded Vox units when we bumped into each other on Saturday.
Oh, I see. Oh,
What's your name, son?
Brandon.
Brandon. I remember you from the convention, right? You had a lot of little technical observations about the ship, and I spoke sharply to you.
Yes, I know, and I want you to know I thought about what you said. I know you meant it constructively, but
It's okay. Listen,
But I want you to know that I'm not a complete brain case, okay? I understand completely that it's just a TV show. There is no ship, there is no beryllium sphere, no digital conveyor. I mean, obviously, it's all just,
it's real.
like,
Brandon, all of it, it's real.
I knew it! I knew it.
Brandon, the crew and I are in trouble, and we need your help.
They look on Brandon's face, and the look on Brandon's face is indescribable.
Interior medical quarters. Saris's first lieutenant, Life, enters.
General, your transport is ready for departure.
Saris turns to exit, leaving Mathazar on the table, unconscious. Next to him, a view screen image shows the aliens in their cells pulling at the bars. Some are already unconscious from the lack of oxygen. Interior media room. Tommy, all alone, peeks into the room to make sure it's empty, then enters and moves to a high-tech case. He pushes a button, and a panel moves aside, revealing a complete library of the Galaxy Quest episodes. Like a high-tech shrine, Tommy moves his fingers across the selections, picking one episode in particular, with a smile. Interior ship's corridor. Alexander makes his way down the hall stealthily, avoiding Saris's guards. He stops as he hears a noise from a utility compartment on its side. Stealing his nerves, he opens the door and suddenly a figure jumps out. Both of them assume defensive stances, then Alexander recognizes him as Quellic, his young protege. Quellic beams.
Sir, it's you. Think, Ibthar.
Oh, Quellic, what are you doing in there?
I avoided capture using the Maktar stealth haze. Where is everyone?
Come with me. I'll explain on the way.
Interior hallway. Gwen and Jason turn a corner and stop. Jason speaks to Vox.
Okay, we're in C-Deck Hallway 5. What now?
Interior, Brandon's bedroom. Concurrent. Brandon inserts a Galaxy Quest CD-ROM labeled Technical Systems into his computer. A couple of clicks later, a 3D wireframe diagram of the ship appears.
Okay, there's a hatch on the port wall. It leads to a system of utility corridors through the bowels of the shop.
Interior ship storage bay, concurrent. Jason searches in vain for the hatch.
There's no hatch. There's no hatch.
Wait, Jason, here.
Gwen rushes to a concealed button and the hatch slides open.
Okay, we got it.
Okay, you can go on in. I'm going to get Kyle. He knows the utility tunnel system better than anybody alive.
Interior, Brandon's bedroom, concurrent. Brandon punches some keys and Kyle pops up in a little QC me on the computer.
Hi, Brandon.
No time for pleasantness. Kyle, we have a level 5 emergency. The commander needs us to get him to the core and shut it down before it overloads.
Oh, okay.
You've got the utility systems walkthrough, right?
I have sectors 1 through 28. I think Hector has the upper levels.
We'd better get everybody online. And Kyle, stop downloading porn. Your frame rate is unacceptable.
Kyle's room, concurrent. An obviously faked nude picture of Gwen as Tawny Madison downloads slowly onto his screen.
I am not downloading porn.
He clicks cancel on the picture.
Interior ship's corridor sections 30 to 50. Fred and Guy make their way down the corridor, checking the numbered sections as they pass.
Okay, sector 38, 39, 40. This is it. The environmental system are in here. All we have to do is shut off the valve to the barracks.
They look through the window into the room to see 100 of Sars's men sitting inside, surrounding the large circular wheel that controls the valve. Fred exchanges a look with Guy. All we have to do... Interior media room. Tommy sits at the desk, watching an episode of Galaxy Quest play on the screen. The scene has young Laredo piloting the ship, dodging the weaving through a very silly giant papier-mâché monster floating in space. But Tommy is dead serious. He watches himself on the tape, mimicking his own piloting moves, using miscellaneous objects on the table as his controls, and repeating his 80s catchphrase along with his alter ego. Pedal to the metal, Commander!
Interior, utility tunnels. Jason and Gwen run through the tunnel system.
Okay, now, left at the next turn, past the oxygen units, make a right there, then go through the antimatter vent.
Okay, now what?
Now make a right. You'll see a doorway that opens on the central manufacturing facility, the bowels of the ship.
Gwen and Jason turn right and their eyes widen. Interior, central manufacturing cavern, bowels. Dante's Inferno. Down below, a huge automated facility for ship construction and maintenance. Moving elevators, a conveyor belt, and conveyor belts move through a maze of scaffolding and overhangs. Glowing rivers of molten metal run past giant swinging hammers, robot arms, and crushing machines.
Commander, do you have a camera? I died to see this in person. All they showed on TV was a machine here and a wall here. I don't know why they didn't show the whole thing.
We'd never have the budget for this.
Okay, so do you see a door marked core unit? Should be down at the far end of your left.
On the other side of the room, down a circuitous path through a dangerous gauntlet of machinery, Jason spots such a door.
Yes.
Okay, that's where you want to be.
Gwen and Jason look at each other, then giggle nervously. Huh. It's just so impossible.
Interior corridor outside the prison barracks. Alexander and Quellic arrive at the prison area hatch and look through the window. In their cells, many of the aliens are already unconscious. Others valiantly attempt to open their cells with crudely constructed levers and battering rams. To no avail. Interesting sound effects. Alex tries to open the door, to no avail.
They're
Here.
dying.
Here, help me tear this down. We can't use it as a battering ram.
Quellic follows Alexander to a console, looking back at the prison. Alexander puts his hand on his shoulder.
Don't worry, Quellic. It'll be okay.
Quellic seems comforted, but Alexander isn't too sure. Interior ship's environmental systems room. Fred and Guy continue to watch Cyrus's men, still surrounding the main valve.
We've got in to get that valve turned off. Their oxygen is almost gone.
Listen, I'll go in, create a distraction. I have this. I may be able to hold them back long enough for the aliens to escape.
It's suicide.
I'm just a glorified extra, Fred. I'm a dead man anyway. If I'm going to die, I'd rather go out a hero than a coward.
Maybe you're the plucky comic relief. You ever think of that?
Guy cocks his head. No, he hadn't thought of that. Fred pats his shoulder.
Besides, I just had a really interesting idea.
Interior Cyrus's ship-to-ship transport. Interior Cyrus's ship-to-ship transport. There we go. Cyrus stands at the observation window as the transport makes its way down toward his ship. All but one of the other ships have left the area, and that ship is turning and heading back toward a black hole in the distance. The transport chief next to him gets a message on his earpiece.
Sir, the Falcon 3 is launched and away. Course set for Sector Minor. Falcon 1 ahead. 4 minutes to core overload.
Good. All is in its place.
General, I have just received word that the commander of the Protector and his command crew have escaped custody. Their whereabouts are unknown.
What?
Suddenly, a lifeless body crashes against the windshield like a bug. It's Cyrus's jettison guard. Cyrus's eyes light.
Find them!
But, sir, my men, the core implosion is not reversible.
Find them!
Interior manufacturing cavern. Bowels. Jason and Gwen make their way along a narrow catwalk above the manufacturing floor. A row of robot arms behind them move erratically.
All right, we've cleared the robot arms. Now what?
Interior. Brandon's room. Brandon now has his whole crew on separate windows of his computer screen, including fan Caitlin, wearing a tawny Madison outfit.
Okay, Brandon, as I calculate it, the shortest route is down the ladder near the quark accelerators.
I concur.
I concur. She's right.
Very good.
Yeah, very, very.
High five, Caitlin.
He and the others high five, slapping their computer screens. Interior manufacturing cavern bows. Jason and Gwen make their way down the ladder and across a narrow beam over a lava pool at a staggering height.
Brandon, just in case I die, there's something I have to know.
Yes, Commander.
What does the Omega-13 do?
Well, that's the big question, isn't it?
What do you mean?
It's been the subject of an extremely heated debate on the internet for years. Many believe that is a matter collapser, a bomb capable of destroying all matter in the universe in a chain reaction lasting 13 seconds.
But you don't?
No. I am of the firm belief that in reality, it is not a matter killer, but a matter rearranger, converting all molecules to the exact state they existed 13 seconds previous to activation, thus affecting a 13-second time jump to the past.
How did you come to that conclusion?
My cousin's boyfriend's sister went out with the screenwriter. His favorite movie is the Omega Man. He's seen it 13 times.
As you know, I strenuously disagree with this theory, Brandon.
Oh.
If all the molecules were rearranged, then everyone would be back in time 13 seconds, rendering the device useless.
Suddenly, a blast erupts next to Jason's head. He and Gwen turn to see Cyrus's men shooting at them from across the room at the entrance to the cavern.
Okay, guys.
But the gang is still caught up in the debate.
No, because the brain of the person who triggers the Omega-13 is not affected. So that person still has his memory after the time jump. And everything is as it was. A chance to redeem a single mistake or misstep.
Thank you, Caitlin. Excellent.
You're welcome, Brandon.
Jason and Gwen run as Cyrus's men continue to shoot at them.
Brandon, time to go.
Yes, Commander. All right, you're almost there. Just go through the chompers and over the pit.
The chompers?
They turn to see the Chompers, an unavoidable gauntlet. I said that right. Gauntlet of hissing, hydraulic, smashing metal hammers and blades jutting from the sides, top, bottom, and diagonally.
Oh, fuck that!
More gunfire from Cyrus's men. Another blast melts a pole next to them. Jason pulls his magneto pistol and fires back at them. Cyrus's men take cover.
Brandon, how?
Interior, Brandon's bedroom. Brandon cradles a telephone on his shoulder.
Hollister, do you have the sequence yet?
Interior, Hollister's room. Another one of Brandon's pals, Hollister, watches a tape of the show, fast viewing one sequence backwards and forwards over and over. On the TV, we see the cheap painted cardboard version of the Crushers. A cheesy fish-headed alien monster chases Jason through the Crusher, but is toppled by one of the Crushers and falls into the fake-looking lava pit. Hollister times the pattern of the Crushers with a stopwatch.
Okay, the pattern is 2, 2, 4, 2, 3, 8, 2.
You're sure they repeat like that? It's sort of extremely important.
Cut from the cardboard props to the real thing. The Mammoth Crushers. Gwen and Jason watch as they smash and grind back and forth.
What is that thing? It serves no use or purpose to have a bunch of choppy, crushy things in the middle of a catwalk.
Gwen,
We shouldn't have to do this. It makes no logical sense. Why is it here?
because it was on the show.
Well, forget it. I'm not going. This episode was badly written.
Commander, you and Lieutenant Madison will have to go through the Crushers one at a time in 3-second intervals. Tell me when the first Crusher hits the bottom.
Okay, now, but
Wait 2 seconds, then go.
Another blast from Cyrus's men weakens the catwalk.
no, wait, are you
Lieutenant Madison, go!
grow?
Go, Commander.
Jason and Gwen run through the chompers. It is a series of close escapes, timed in just a fraction late, so as at one point Gwen must use all her strength to pull a sleeve caught in the works before a second hammer comes down where her body was a moment before. Jason dives through a quickly diminishing hole, his magneto pistol falling behind him, quickly smashed into oblivion by a closing slab.
Stop.
Jason stops, catching Gwen's leg just as a hammer smashes right in front of her, barely missing her head.
Go.
They're off again.
Up.
What up?
Erythium lava coming through. Use the handholds above you.
Here comes the lava down a chute ahead of them. Jason pulls Gwen up just as lava comes through, sizzling the tips of her hanging hair.
Whoever wrote this episode should die!
The lava passes, and they drop and continue on through the doorway as magneto blasts erupt around them. Darkness. Jason and Gwen run through the pitch blackness.
What the hell, Brandon? Where are we?
I don't know. This part of the ship is completely undocumented.
Great! Yes, great!
Interior digital conveyor room. Fred and Guy are now in the digital conveyor room. Very quiet compared to the mayhem in the bowels of the ship. Guy looks down at the panel with great anticipation, then up at Fred with a nervous smile. Fred gingerly takes hold of the digital conveyor controls.
This should be interesting.
On the digital conveyor display, we see crosshairs target an object. The vague outline is that of a man, but blocky, misshapen. We recognize it as the rock monster. Fred smiles. Ship Environmental Systems Room. Dozens of Cyrus's men continue to surround the oxygen valve when suddenly the rock monster materializes right in the middle of the room behind them. They turn, looking up at it. Cyrus's stunned men clicks his transmitter button. The monster descends in an instant. digital conveyor room. Fred and Guy watch the mayhem on the monitor, contemplative.
It's the simple things in life you treasure.
Hallway. The monster chases a group of Saurus' men down a dead-end hallway. Saurus' men have nowhere to go as the monster bears down on him and crashes through the hole, taking himself and everyone else out into space. Space. The rock monster tumbles gently through the vacuum of space. The monster's jaws move in a silent subtitled roar.
Ah, sweet tranquility at last.
Interior ship's environmental systems room. The room is now emptied of Saurus' men. Guy and Fred enter and move to the large valve, straining to turn it. Slowly, the pressure normalizes. Interior, outside, barracks hallway. Working together, Alexander and Quellic are now using a makeshift battering ram on the door. A readout blinks.
Sir, the pressure, it's normalizing.
Open.
The door opens and Alexander enters. He runs to a panel down the hall and turns a switch. All the cell doors open. He runs to one of the cells and helps a few of the men to their feet. They turn to Alexander, gratitude in their faces.
We are saved. He has saved us.
Alexander suppresses a smile, preparing to feign modesty.
Commander Taggart has saved us.
Hooray!
Hooray for Commander Taggart. Long
It's all
live
right,
Commander
hooray.
Taggart.
It's just not fair.
He moves to Quellic at the doorway.
Okay, Quellic, let's get back to the command deck and...
Suddenly, we hear a pistol blast, and Quellic's chest turns red. Alexander and Quellic look down at the blood, horrified.
I'm shot.
He falls, crumpled to the ground. We see one of Ceres's guards down the hall. He shoots again. Alexander grabs Quellic's limp body and pulls him out of the line of fire.
Quellic! Quellic!
Quellic opens his eyes weakly. Alexander pulls aside his uniform to see the wound. It's a mortal injury. Alexander uses all of his acting skills to disguise his shock.
Oh, not so bad. We'll get you to medical quarters. You're going to be fine.
No, I don't think I'm going to make it, sir.
No, don't talk like that, son. We're going to get you fixed up.
It has been the greatest honor to serve you, with you. Living by your example these years, my life has had meaning. I have been blessed. Sir, I...
He cringes in pain. Alexander looks at him, full of emotion.
Oh, don't speak, Quellic.
You'll forgive my impertinence, sir, but even though we had never met before, I always considered you as a father of mine.
Blood appears in the corner of Quellic's mouth, his life fading away. Alexander strokes his head, devastated. He looks him right in the eyes, his eyes welling with tears, and then, with intensity and absolute sincerity.
Quellic, by Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Warvan, you shall be avenged.
Quellic's appreciation of this is indescribable. A tiny spark behind his eyes light up, and he smiles, completely content as he surrenders to death. Tears fall down Alexander's cheek as he holds Quellic's limp body. Then a blast hits a corner nearby. Alexander lays Quellic's head to the ground softly, then rises. There is an intensity to him we haven't seen before. His eyes burn. Alexander moves into the hallway, fixing his attention on Saurus' man. The guard looks up, momentarily shaken. Alexander looks truly alien, his eyes afire with vengeance. Nervous, one guard fires twice, missing. The guard tries to reload his gun, but his eyes are locked on Alexander like a frightened animal, and his cartridges clatter to the ground. Alexander roars like a creature, baring his teeth in its final moments. The guard stands there as he meets his death, so terrified he can only mutter a single word.
Mother.
As Alexander envelops him like a force of nature.
Interior darkness. undocumented area. Jason and Gwen make their way forward in the darkness. They are stopped as they hit a pitch black wall.
Brandon, there's a wall.
Bookmark. More cleanup to come.
Oh, good. You should be at tunnel SE1. Have the computer open each one of the blast sections in sequence.
Computer, open the first blast section.
We see a shaft of light as a large meta block rises, and they enter a tunnel that dead ends about 3 feet on.
Computer, open the second blast reaction. Or
Another 6
blast section.
Another 6x6 foot block slides up. The tunnel lengthens. They turn as they hear the sounds of Sars's men in the distance behind them. Blast tunnel. Gwen and Jason run as fast as they can through the tunnel, the blocks rising one by one in front of them.
Computer, open blast sections 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Interior. Power core room. A doorway appears and Jason and Gwen emerge from the blast tunnel into a large spherical room with a console in the center.
Detonation in 60 seconds.
Okay, Brandon, I think this is it.
He moves to a control panel on the console. There's a large blue button under the glass flap, a visible counter alongside.
I'm at the control panel. What do I do?
Raise the glass and push the blue button.
That's it?
Yeah, what's wrong?
I don't know. I just thought it would be more complicated.
Oh.
He reaches for the button when suddenly shots ring out. Sars's men appear in the doorway. Raise your hands now! They raise their hands as the computer continues counting down in the background. 45 seconds. 44. 43.
Listen, I'm just going to push this button, then we'll talk about whatever.
They fire a blast, and he raises his arms again.
I don't understand. The ship is going to explode.
The general warned us of your tricks. He pulls his pistol out and levels it, but Gwen smiles.
You must be the smart one. And so tell.
She starts towards guard 1 seductively. Jason looks up from counter stunned as she moves slowly up to him. The second guard raises a limb out excitedly. She pushes him aside.
Relax. This is between me and him. May I?
She reaches up to touch the tendrils of guard 1's head. Guard 2 moves to prevent this, but guard 1 brushes his hand aside. Allow her.
So talented.
Gar, our orders are to kill them.
In due time.
Gar, is that your name? Gar. Nice.
Gar looks into her eyes with lust. Gar 3 is incredulous.
Gar, this is sick. It is to seek pleasure with an animal.
Oh, he isn't too popular with the ladies, is he? Maybe they could leave us alone for a while. Just you and me.
No, alien slut. On my planet, we share.
Oh.
Okay. He looks at the others. The three of them begin to laugh and start toward Gwen. Jason rises, but Gwen is already on it.
Computer, we're going to need some privacy. Close blast section 29, please.
Guard 1's smile drops immediately, and he doesn't even have the time to scream as the section block drops in the blink of an eye, rushing toward the whole of them to the petroleum in an instant. Goo oozes from under the block. She turns to Jason.
See? Nobody takes me seriously on this thing. Now, how are you feeling, huh? Do you take me seriously now, huh? Do you? Do you?
Jason flips up the glass as the computer counts down to 12 and smashes the button. Then turns to Gwen, a big appreciative smile on his face. They share a silent moment. Then Gwen reacts to the computer's countdown.
Jason?
She moves to his side as he punches the button to no avail. It just keeps counting down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Gwen and Jason embrace as they meet their final moments together. They cringe as the counter says
1.
1 and stops. They look at each other, bewildered. Then Gwen sparks with realization.
It always happens like this on the show.
Always stops at 1.
A beat. They realize that they have melted into each other's arms like old lovers. They separate awkwardly. All business. Better get going. Yeah, look at the time, yeah, etc. etc.
On Garrus's ship, command deck, Saris's intelligence officer approaches Saris.
Sir, the core detonation sequence on the protector has been aborted.
Impossible. Impossible. Lieutenant, lock a complement of implosion missiles onto the protector. Tear her apart.
Yes, sir.
The hundreds of freed aliens sweep through the corridor, overtaking the scattered remains of Saris's guards. Alexander fights alongside them, dealing crushing blows to 2 guards at a time as the aliens sweep around him. Alexander and his character are now indistinguishable. Jason and Gwen appear in the melee.
Alex, are you okay?
Oh, yes. Good was done this.
Okay. Let's go, buddy. They can take it from here.
Alexander has to be practically dragged away from fighting one of Saris's men. Corridor to command deck. Jason, Gwen, and Alexander run up the hall. Fred and Guy appear around a corner, and they all keep running.
Anybody see Tommy?
Tommy appears from the media room. They all run as a team toward the command deck.
We've got to get the plasma armor up before Saris finds out that we aborted the detonation.
Warning, enemy missiles launched.
I think he found out.
Alexander signals the door to open, and they run into command deck. They quickly take their stations.
Forward view.
In the central view screen as we see Saris' ship dead ahead, having already launched a volley of weapons right at them.
Armor up.
Plasma armor engaged.
Just in time, the ship is rocked, but not destroyed.
Okay, Tommy, go. Lose them in those mines.
Oh, God.
Pedal to the metal, Tommy.
Pedal to the metal.
Oh, God.
Tommy eases into the controls, and they enter the mines.
No idea what that says.
Yeah. Interior Falcon. Leif looks at Saris.
Into the mines.
Interior Protector. Tommy maneuvers the field with concentration and intensity. The mines whiz by.
Doing good, Tommy. Real nice.
Thanks.
You think you could get any closer to those mines?
Oh, sir. I can try.
What are you doing? What are they doing? Interior, Saris' ship. General, I've lost them. The magnetism of the field is disrupting our instruments. There they are.
Get back on their tail.
I can't.
What? Why not?
Because they're coming right at us.
Fire at will.
Hold on, Protector. The Protector is rocked by missiles, but remains on course straight for the Falcon.
We're getting hammered, Jason. Return fire?
No. Keep all energy to the armor.
The ship moves straight towards Saris' ship. An image of Ceres appears on a view screen.
Well, isn't this adorable? The actors have decided to play war with me.
Garrus' ship is accelerating towards us at Mark II.
Accelerate to Mark 4, Tommy.
This is embarrassing, really. I shan't tell the story when I return home.
He's accelerating to Mark VI.
Mark 12.
Outside, the two ships roar towards each other at terrifying speed. Interior command deck.
I will remind you, Sonny, I am a general. I've seen war and death as you cannot imagine. If you are counting on me to blink, you're making a very deadly mistake.
Let me tell you something, Ceres. It doesn't take a great actor to recognize a bad one. You're sweating.
Indeed, a drop of sweat drips down Ceres' brow. Jason fixes his gaze on Ceres and smiles.
Forward, fool!
Armor almost gone, Jason.
10 seconds to impact. 9.
You fool! What you fail to realize is that without your armor, my ship will tear through yours like tissue paper.
Yeah? Well, what you fail to realize is I'm dragging mines.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Cut to exterior protector. We cut to the protector. We see that it is indeed pulling along a large cluster of mines in its wake. Interior protector. Whoop. Whoa, it went a little too high. Oh, Gwen sees the mines on the screen. She turns to Jason astonished. Never doubted you for a second.
Tommy, 270-degree turn to port.
Tommy turns and everybody digs in as the G-forces kick on. Exterior protector. The protector veers sharply, but the mines continue forward, their momentum carrying them straight towards the Falcon. Interior Falcon.
No! Turn! My God! No!
Ceres dives at the controls as the view screen fills with mines. Exterior Falcon. The mines tear into the Falcon, exploding, ripping the craft apart. Millions of fragments sent in all directions. Interior Protector, command deck. Jason stands, a clenched fist. The others cheer. Yeah! Yeah! We did it! Oh, damn, we did it! Oh, yeah!
We did it! Oh!
Yes, all over the ship, the aliens cheer their victory. Yay! Yay!
Yes.
Interior command deck. Jason and the others turn as the door opens and Mathazar enters, helped along by 2 alien crewmen. He is bandaged and has metal casts on his arm and leg. Jason helps him to the commander's chair. They look at each other fondly.
Mathasar, you're alive. Thank God.
Mathazar looks at Jason, the old twinkle back in his eyes. Then a smile breaks out on his face, and he begins to laugh. Jason stares at him with a bewildered smile.
Ha 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 ha.
What? Oh, what are you laughing about?
The ship is a model, as big as this. Ha ha ha! A very clever deception, indeed.
He can't contain his laughter. A belly laugh.
Set a course for home, Commander.
You can do that?
It's point and click. This thing practically flies itself. We will have to go through that black hole, though.
He motions out the view screen at the swirling black hole.
Anybody have any objections?
The rest of the crew exchange shrugs. Battle hardened now.
Let's do it, Tommy.
Commander, call me Laredo.
Mark 20 into the black hole, Laredo.
They roar forward, picking up speed, shooting straight into the center of the black hole, the hull creaking and groaning under the strain, and it seems as if the ship is about to rip apart. Silence, and everything turns really strange. Squeezing inside out, molecules are scattered, bodies melt to the ground into puddles, then resolve themselves, and then a loud explosion like a sonic boom as they are rocketed out the other end. Planets roar past them like
We're out!
They all exchange relieved smiles.
We're alive!
We made it, Commander. We made it.
By Graftar's hammer, we live to tell the tale.
Systems register functional.
All systems are working, Commander.
How fast are we going, Tommy?
Tommy looks at his controls. Needles literally a blur.
Pretty fast.
Jason turns to look at the view screen. Earth is visible now, and they're hurtling towards it fast. Jason, before we enter the black hole, my instructions detected strange energy surge from Cyrus's ship, similar to...
No time to worry about that. Alex, Tommy, let's get this thing slowed down. Gwen, see if you can calculate the impact point. Guy, get down to Deck C and make sure the injured are secured. Also, let's...
He stops and turns as he notices the cabin door open. Standing in the doorway is Fred, who smiles and walks into the room. His manner is strange, sinister, a slight limp.
Fred, what are you doing up here? You should be back downstairs until we...
But Fred suddenly does a very peculiar thing. He withdraws a magneto pistol from his belt, levels it at Jason. Jason smiles, bewildered. Is this a practical or bizarre joke?
Fred.
Fred fires the gun. The blast hits Jason in the chest. Everyone turns. They can't believe their eyes. Jason looks at the blood spreading on his chest. He takes a step forward, then another, stumbling weakly towards Fred. He grabs his collar and looks into his hollow eyes a moment before collapsing to the ground. And as he goes, his hand hits a switch on the familiar box on Fred's belt. We recognize it as the appearance generator. Fred's form flickers momentarily, and then he transforms into his true identity. It's Cyrus, scarred, burnt, and bloody. He looks into his hollow eyes. Oh?
Sorry.
He looks like the devil himself. He smiles, raising his gun again, and begins firing. Everything turns to slow motion as Tommy is hit. His body goes slumping over his console, pushing the thrust control full forward. The engines roar like a wounded animal. Malthazar rises and tries to grab the gun, but Cyrus backhands him, sending him flying across the room. Malthazar's two crewmen wrestle with Cyrus. One is shot, sent tumbling backwards. Alexander and Guy run to help the other crewmen as he struggles with Cyrus. On the ground, Jason's eyes flicker at the carnage around him. It's like a nightmare, but all too horribly real. He tries to rise, but he isn't able. Around him, the bloodbath continues. Cyrus fires wildly, shooting Gwen as she tries to reach Jason. She falls, her body sliding next to Jason. Jason looks into her eyes as they delve to lifelessness. He yells, grief-stricken, then lifts himself up with Herculean effort and begins to drag himself toward the front of the room as Alexander, rushing Cyrus, is hit, clutching his neck. Guy manages to tackle Cyrus, and he and the other aliens wrestle with Cyrus, trying to get the gun away. Alexander, fallen and life drifting away, looks over to see Jason, with supreme effort, pulling himself up on a console at the front of the room. And then Alex turns to see the Earth, huge, filling the view screen. Suddenly, we're back in real time, and everyone is jolted as the ship hits the atmosphere, heading straight down towards Earth at 20,000 miles an hour. Suddenly, Alexander, Guy, Malthazar, and the remaining alien look up at the sound of a voice.
Malthazar!
They turn to see Jason swaying in the middle of the deck, bloody, weak, barely alive, but standing.
Activate the Omega-13!
The survivors exchange expectant and terrified glances. Malthazar quickly moves to a control panel and pushes down a familiar, serious-looking lever, and the elaborate mechanism, the Omega-13, unfolds impossibly from the floor front of Jason. Its center is a spinning cyclotron of energy. In front of Jason is a prominent lever. Jason turns to the others, nods a respectful goodbye, and those alive watch in horrified anticipation as on the view screen, the ground rushes towards us. And just as we hurtle into city pavement, Jason pulls a switch. Blinding white, and everything goes silent, silent, silent. Then suddenly a loud explosion, like a sonic boom. Command deck, 13 seconds earlier. Gwen, Alexander, Guy, and Tommy are all alive, busy at their stations as the Protector hurtles out of the black hole. Planets roar past them like bullets.
We're out.
They all exchange relieved smiles.
We made it.
alive.
We made it. We made it.
By Grabthar's hammer, we live to tell the tale. Jason looks around, disoriented. It takes him a moment to register what is happening. Everyone is alive. Everything as it was 13 seconds ago. He looks down at his chest. No wounds. The Omega-13 is real.
Systems register functional.
All systems are working, Commander.
They look out to see entire galaxies whizzing by them at incredible speed. Planets
Speed by.
by bullets. Speed by like bullets.
We're going pretty fast, Commander. Should we?
Jason starts walking quickly across the room, honoring him. The Earth fills the view screen.
Jason, we're going pretty damn fast.
Jason?
But Jason just continues across the room, arriving at the entrance hatch just as it opens, and we only get a glimpse of Fred's smiling face before Jason buries his fist in it. Jason pulls him up and throws him across the room. As Jason hits a control panel, his appearance generator switch is triggered, revealing him as Cyrus. He lays there unconscious. Alexander, Gwen, and the others stare, bewildered and amazed.
Everybody stay put. Tommy, slow this thing down. Gwen!
Suddenly, Cyrus rises and pulls his gun, but is smashed square in the face by a metal crunch. We pan to see Malthazar holding the crutch with a supremely satisfied expression. Jason moves past him with a nod. I'll take it from here. And he dives on Cyrus. The two lock in combat.
Oh my God, Jason!
On the view screen, they are hurtling straight into Earth's atmosphere. Jason, still battling Cyrus, turns to a crewman.
We're too heavy. The Omega-13. We've got to release the command module.
Commander, at this speed, it is most dangerous to...
You're going to have to trust me on this. Release the command module.
Gwen raises Fred on her monitor.
Fred, get to sea level now. We're separating.
The crewman operates a control, and when Jason is distracted, Cyrus pulls free and goes for his knife. But they're both sent flying as the ship lurches, and they're both sent flying as exterior protector. The main bulk of the ship separates from the command module and veers away, curving off the top of the atmosphere as the command module continues straight down towards Earth.
Interior Brandon's living room day. Brandon's mom and dad lounge on the couch reading the LA Times, a lazy Sunday afternoon. The TV is on in the background. On TV, Perky, entertainment reporters share the latest gossip. An unflattering photo of Jason on the screen. And the gossip reporter states,
Aubrey,
Has Galaxy Quest Space Commander Jason Nesmith checked in or checked out? Jim Dapperson reports from the GalaxyCon Science Fiction Convention in Pasadena.
cut to the reporter in the front of the convention center. A group of Galaxy Quest fans wave at the camera behind him.
Jackie.
And reporter Jackie
Yes.
on the screen.
Oh, hi, Marcia. It is the third day of the GalaxyCon, and Jason Nesmith and his Galaxy Quest crew are no-shows to the event, much to the disappointment of the Questoids gathered here.
He raises his microphone to a disappointed fan dressed in an alien warrior outfit.
We just really feel let down. I mean, part of the show is about sticking with your friends no matter what, not abandoning them.
Do you think maybe he's in space?
Are you mocking me?
Digitize me, Marshall.
Anchor. Marcia does one of those entertainment anchor laughs sounds. Brandon's parents turn pages on their paper, not even watching the TV. Then Brandon enters in a rush, 2 boxes of July 4th fireworks in his arms.
Bye, back soon.
Wait, where are you going with those fireworks, Brandon?
The Protector got super accelerated coming out of the black hole, and it just hit the atmosphere at Mark 15, which is pretty unstable, of course. So we're going to help Laredo guide in on the Vox frequency carrier and use Roman candles for visual confirmation. Bye.
Oh, okay, hon. Dinner at 7.
Brandon exits. Brandon's dad gives Mom a glance.
At least he's outside.
On the television, in the background, a news reporter appears.
We interrupt this broadcast report that an unidentified object has broken through the Earth's atmosphere. I repeat.
Mom and Dad flip pages, not aware of the TV at all. Hollywood. Tourists are either dumbfounded or oblivious. The NSEA Protector comes burning through the atmosphere and over the Hollywood sign. Downtown LA, hundreds of people watch frozen as the command module comes hurling across the sky, delicately taking off the flashing tip of the Bonnevier's light tower. 134 freeway, traffic jam on the 134. A woman in a convertible Jeep listens to the radio when suddenly the reception goes static and we hear the broadcaster chatter from the Protector over the airwaves. Hold course, Laredo.
I'm trying, Commander. Everything's a blur, but as long as I stay locked onto that Vox signal.
Tommy, look! Those lights!
I see him! I see him!
3rd Street, Pasadena. Brandon and his team, along with a number of other heroic nerds, stand in their uniforms in a line on either side of the 3rd Street. Blobs of fire shooting from their Roman candles. Brandon stands at the front holding his Vox transmitter. High, we pan up to the Protector capsule appearing over the horizon, gigantic and breathtaking. It comes hurling down toward Earth. It soars right at Brandon. Then Brandon slides to the ground, sparks blazing for another 500 feet, straight towards a large recognizable building, the site of the GalaxyCon, right toward the banner which reads, "Welcome Space Travelers," and it crashes right into the side of the building. Interior convention hall. Fans run for their lives as brick and plaster fly everywhere. The ship teeters on a cloud of dust as it finally comes to a rest, halfway in and halfway out of the building, having demolished the stage area. Shocked silence. The fans, the sellers at their booths, everyone is frozen. The announcer slowly rises from under his card table. Then he sees the ship's main hydraulic hatch open. A ramp lowers to the ground and a figure emerges. It's Tommy, looking bruised and scared, but certainly the worse for wear. The fans don't know how to react. In the silence, Tommy looks around the hall. Hundreds of faces look back at him. Then they all begin to applaud. Tommy looks around flabbergasted. Then, what the hell? He waves. Seeing this, the announcer raises his microphone hesitantly.
Lieutenant Laredo, Tommy Weber.
Then Gwen appears, helping Fred down the ramp. He's limping, both as beat up and war-torn as Tommy. The 3 stand together and look out at the audience, shell-shocked.
The beautiful Tawny Madison, Gwen DeMarco with Ship's Tech Sergeant Chen, Fred Kwan.
The fans applaud, cheer, and shout. Then Guy stumbles out, a cut on his head, looking disoriented. He looks out at the cheering fans. The announcer isn't sure who he is.
Another shipmate.
Guy stares out at hundreds of faces, then smile creeps slowly on his face.
I'm alive. I'm the plucky comic relief. Plucky comic relief.
And everyone's attention turns to a flickering creature coming down the ramp with Alexander helping him. It's Mathesar, his appearance generator on the blink and his entire body alternating between his human and alien form.
Dr. Lazarus of Tevmec, Alexander Dane, and a friend.
The crowd continues to go nuts.
Ah, yeah. We love
Matisar, are you all right?
Muted.
Muted.
God, muted.
We'll be fine now, thanks to all of you.
Then the fans look up, astonished to see glimpses of hundreds more of the aliens in the ship's portholes. Everything grows silent. They can't believe their eyes. Then suddenly, as if all this weren't enough, there's a crash and Jason emerges with Ceres. The two locked in mortal combat. Ceres is bigger and meaner, but Jason has the advantage. He quickly overcomes Ceres, punching him again and again and again until Ceres collapses to the ground, unconscious.
Commander Peter Quincy Taggart, Jason Nesmith.
Jason, Gwen, Alexander, Fred, Tommy, and Guy stand there, shoulder to shoulder, as the audience goes into a frenzy of applause. Whether it's real or not is no longer relevant to them. They're just jubilant. Jason looks out and spots Brandon and his friends in the back of the room with a look of true gratitude. Jason crosses his fist in the traditional Galaxy Quest gesture of respect, and Brandon returns it, about to burst with pride. Then Jason dips Gwen, giving her a big kiss. The crowd cheers, and female fan faints. They release, and Jason puts his hands in the air, taking in the adulation. Gwen turns to Alexander, flustered. As the audience cheers,
He always has to make the big entrance.
By Grothbar's hammer, this is true.
interior living room somewhere, night. A cute little boy, no older than 6, lays on the carpet in front of his television, swinging his legs and munching on a bowl of popcorn. On TV, we see the opening of Galaxy Quest, but now the effects are modern. TV quality, CGI, and Jason and the others are the current ages. The title comes up, Galaxy Quest, the journey continues. Music as the ship whizzes by and out to space. One small child raises his little fist into the air and shouts an obvious sparkle to his voice. Never give up, never surrender. Cut to black. The end.
Woo! Yay!
Yes, great
God
job,
bless
everyone.
us,
Yes, bravo.
everyone.
Great job, everyone. All of us did a great job. And I want to tell you that I need to leave now, very earlier, because me and my mom will go to hospital to bring my dad. So I need to leave now.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye,
No
John.
worries.
Surrender. Never give
Bye,
up.
John.
Miss, your
Never
dad.
surrender, never give up.
Good work.
Such a great movie.
So good.
I am so sorry I was so late. Traffic was so bad.
That's all right. I was late too,
We're glad you
for the same
Yes.
reason.
I don't know what's happening with you guys can't see me on the screen. At least I can't see myself. I don't know if you guys can see me.
Does your camera have a little on-off thing to block it?
It
Like,
does, but
block mine so you can see the background.
How the hell do y'all do that?
I don't know why it's working. I don't know
think
how
that's
it's
not YouTube
doing
friendly.
it.
How do you do that? You just go like this? What do you mean? Oh,
That
like
works.
that?
I know.
There's one built into my computer, but yeah, that works.
Don't y'all teach me these things? I'll always be like,
Hmm? Yeah, no, that's not there's nothing blocking
hate
it that
my
I can
face.
see. I honestly do not know what's happening with it. So, like,
that was so.
oh, there we go. Wait, I just saw it.
Yeah,
I did not know what just happened.
it
Turns
was a
off your
flash.
camera, I believe.
I love Galaxy Quest, and arguably Tim Allen's best movie. Nope, because he has
There
this.
you
Okay,
are.
there we go.
Got
There
the
I am. I don't know
Sandbox.
how that happened, but okay.
And then we got Toy Story.
Toy
Yeah,
Story
there's some
first,
really
Let's
great
shout
ones.
out the guy.
I
We
feel
all
like
judge him too much.
if he didn't get Buzz Lightyear, they probably wouldn't have hired him for this role.
Oh, I feel like when people found out because of the internet about his 80s past, we'll just call it that, everybody really judged him, and all of a sudden he wasn't that home improvement dad in people's eyes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
but then I think something else happened. I'm not sure. But I feel like he got so very lucky, playing Buzz Lightyear, because that is what income. Oh my God, right?
Oh my gosh,
Like
yeah.
one of the best acting, voice acting gigs you could ever get is anything to do with Disney, right?
To
Yeah.
infinity
He's
and
fine.
beyond.
But he's so good in Galaxy Quest. I really do think this movie was meant to be more of what it was not when it came out. Like now everybody actually looks back on it and sees the brilliance, but somebody tell me if I'm wrong. When it came out, it was kind of looked at as a Tim Allen almost having a comeback as an actor, and it being coinciding with the idea that he's playing this actor that was like the Captain Kirk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like
Oh,
his
yeah, everyone
comeback
was
satirically, right? And it was like neither here nor there, like loved or hated. Yeah. You know?
Well, I would think that people were like, we'll just miss it since it's, Tim the Toolman Taylor, and it's just going to be silly and all that. And then the people everyone I know who has watched this movie is like an instant fan of it. And now even more so, they're like a lot of Star Trek fans are like, this is canonically a Star Trek film. It's really funny how much people love this film.
Oh, it's so good. And if you haven't watched it, I pasted a link to the YouTube video to watch it on the other last video, the first half of this, and I'm going to paste it on this one too. So watch
It's
it.
fun. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
iconic.
seriously.
It's like
Seriously, watch it. It's so good.
I watched it as a kid, then watched it a little bit older, and then watched it, whatever. It's never not just done me so. It's just it's a fun watch, and it's not like that specific of a type of comedy to somebody, right? It's fun. It's so funny. If you
really
haven't-
is.
Yeah, if you have a quick understanding of a synopsis or like whatever, it's so fun to watch. It's definitely like Naked Gun airplane humor. It's
Yeah, it really is, but it
Yes.
also is like it's really deep moments too, like
Yeah.
like the surprisingly moving moments, like it's very almost Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy at points, but at the same time, it's got those really deep ones, like Alexander's scene with Quilek when Quilek dies,
when
like
he's
that is
I actually fudged that line by accident. It's like
that's a
it's like it was one
as a
word
father you were to
difference.
me.
I know,
Yeah.
and I went, "You were like my father," or something. I don't remember what I said, but I was trying to feel that moment. I forget the actor's name. Somebody look it up because we should shout him out. He is so good in that, and I don't see him in too many other movies. But you really you want to
So
cry for that alien.
Yeah, it made me cry. And then Alan Rickman's performance in that moment is just devastatingly good. It's so good. There's no humor. It's just all drama, and it comes out of nowhere. And that moment, that tone shift works so perfect. It's brilliant because it makes you cry. It made me cry the first time I saw it.
And I feel like they did a great job
Just
building
so
it up and
surprised.
setting it up. As we read last time, how anytime anyone has to say I don't even know what it is, Bathharth, but when anyone starts to say that, he's like, no, don't say it. But then here he says it genuinely and means it.
Yes.
Payoff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The whole film, he's like, "No, stop it!" And then the whole character, he has this whole character arc,
No,
and then he's actually it means something to him suddenly.
Totally. And I'm pretty sure this came out before Harry Potter. And we all did that thing where we went, dun dun. I know that guy from also Die Hard. But Die Hard, I mean, that just shows he's well rounded as an
He
actor.
will always be my
He's there.
sheriff of Nottingham. Always be my sheriff
Oh.
of Nottingham.
Wait, from
Why a
what?
spoon, brother? Why a
From
spoon?
yeah, because it's deluge with it hurts more.
No, from what? Tell me real quick. And then
Robin
somebody-
Hood, Prince of Thieves. It's my favorite movie.
Okay,
My absolute favorite.
I'm gonna rewatch
It's
that.
been my
If you
favorite movie
guys-
since I was 9, though. So
We're
If you
like
guys-
Willow fans. We're
you,
gonna,
my
I'm
time
gonna-
is
I wanna watch it.
10:30. You 10:45, and bring a friend. It's
And
the
if you guys
best.
know Rain from The Office, he was also one of the aliens in this movie as well.
Oh my God,
And
right? Wait, Rainn
Yeah.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson, yes. That
yes,
always blows my mind.
and Fred is Monk.
Yes,
Fred plays Monk.
yes. I love the Malthzar. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Mathazar is
And
great.
I don't know why
Kat, you
I'm gonna
did
put an
such
L
a
in there.
great
Sorry,
job as
Malthzar.
Malthazar.
You killed it, Kat. It
You
was.
killed it. It was great.
I didn't like. I loved it so much that I found myself inadvertently mimicking it for my little dude. Why can't I remember his name? I love him.
Quellic.
Yeah, the one that died.
Yeah, Quellic.
The fuck? Yeah. I really loved so much how you did any alien voice. It was amazing, Kat. It was so
That's why I
good.
was doing Lathe like that too.
Yes, you did. You tripped. I was like, oh, they know what they're doing. I love this movie for that. I think the aliens are so funny in this, and they're like my top 3 aliens.
They're so
I guess, like,
lovable.
I could be like
I love
number
them
2,
so
alien and
much.
alien, right? These are so unique. They have that.
I think they mimic it in
Yeah.
Zootopia actually with the sloths. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Yeah.
'cause that's
I
what it
was a
reminds
kid
me of.
though when I watched this, and I was like, "This is so funny." I thought it was so funny. I went to my playground. I remember going to my playground at like literal elementary school, and I was like doing the impression of things. It was weird. I was so bound to be a theater kid, but one of them was, "We need your help. We need your help," or whatever. Like the way his voice, "We need your help." I was
We
like,
need your
I was
help.
I was so popular on the playground because I could do it. We need your help. And help. I bet there was a harder P.
Help.
It was so
So
funny.
good.
Like as
I
a
love
child,
it.
I even was like, "This is great.
All right, let's take that clip to share on Instagram. Right, YouTube.
We need your help."
We need your
Good.
Yeah, you did such a good job, Kat. I was
You really did. It
loving
was
Everyone.
Malthazar.
You're a
So I
voice.
think we
I
should.
watched the show the day before.
And whoever should watch this episode should die. That's also my other favorite
Oh.
line from this, and so I hope I
It was
captured.
poorly
Too bad you couldn't
written.
see it. Yeah, whoever should write this should die. It's so good. I love that line. I love Sigourney Weaver in this. She's so good.
What were you
I just
suggesting,
love
Yeah,
Becky?
her.
she is so good. She like does
She's
no
so.
wrong.
Oh
She,
my god, I love her.
she slays. Like she just, there's not, I don't know. Yeah. There's some
I love her.
like actors that are so charismatic and so perfect and have a repertoire. They can do no wrong.
Agreed.
I'll put her above Meryl Streep.
Ooh.
Agreed.
And so,
Oh,
yeah.
Vicky, you said you were trying to say something.
Well, I know it might be impossible, but I think we should try and find a script of Harry Potter and guess which character I would like to read.
I
Wait,
have a couple
Alan
of
let's all,
Rickman.
can we all guess
Snape.
and then you say
Severus
it?
Snape.
Okay,
Who's
I'll go
Severus
first.
Snape?
Wait, hold on, Vicky. I feel like you and I are kindred souls in this weird way. I'm gonna guess. I got it ready. My guess, and nobody can take my guess. Just kidding, you can. McGonagall, Professor McGonagall. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think that's a good start, right? Because I could see you. You're multi talented, but that's just what I went. I tried. It was a sorting hat. It went on my head, and I said it. McGonagall. It went McGonagall. I love those sorting
She
hats.
wants to do Snape.
Yeah, Snape. Snape.
McGonagall does have a
God,
really
well,
big
you just
line,
played
though.
Alan Rickman, guys. She just killed it. I know.
Well,
No, she's
I
being
got to
so
be
nice.
him in Die Hard, and I got to be the sheriff in Robin Hood.
Oh,
So,
that
I
must
mean,
be
I
so
need
much
to
fun.
round it out and be the professor in Harry
Yes,
Potter.
True. Okay.
Cards.
If I ever
Alan.
get to do Robin Hood, if we ever do that read again, and I do it, I would love to do Robin and do his terrible accent. Just saying.
It's very unique.
Can
You'll
you
have
give
to
us a
work on
sample,
it.
But
Aubrey?
apparently,
I want a
like
sample,
there
Aubrey.
are behind, huh?
I want a sample. The horrible
So it
accent.
begins. 100. I'll make sure it's 1,000. Oh, I love it. So
Drink a lot
behind the
of caffeine.
scenes, yeah. So behind the scenes, I have the uncut and also the commentary with Kevin Costner and the director whose name I can't remember at the moment. And they're talking, they're laughing, and Kevin's like, I kept trying to do the accent and it got in the way of the acting. It was so bad. And like the director's like, yeah, he was so bad at it. Eventually I was just like, Kevin, just stop doing the accent. Stop it. He's like, but next time I'll do an accent. And he did. It was 3,000 Miles to Graceland. Not 3,000 Miles. Sorry. It was, I think it's just called Graceland. And he plays the villain, but he does an accent and it's great.
Yeah,
But it's really funny because there's no accent.
actor.
But
They're like, I promise you, I'm overwhelmed right now.
I couldn't do it.
I'll get
Sorry,
it.
my cat.
Like, I'll get it.
And
'Cause
then
it's
I
been a
heard
lot.
behind the scenes,
Me
whenever
too.
he would get mad at the director, at Kevin Reynolds, at the director, he would try, like, there would be a bit more of the accent, the terrible accent. So there are some scenes where it's like he almost has an accent, but it's not quite. Hasim
love
the
that
Great
they-
One, I am home. I don't know, I love it. I love that
they called
movie.
it out. I miss those
How real
deep
actors are,
commentaries. You know what I mean?
Well,
That was
one,
the
it's
best
not
thing
even
about
just in the
DVDs.
commentaries. There's one of the shows that come out, one of the Robin Hood shows afterwards, there comes out and the character comes out and says, and I can speak with an English accent.
It's Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah, that one. Carrie Elwes.
Yes, I love Carrie Elwes. But I hated that line so much. I was so spicy about that line for the longest time. And now I think it's hilarious because it's true. But this is how much of a fan I am of that movie. Love that movie so much. Anyways, back to Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I always do love reading these. And when you watch the movie recently to see the differences. And as we're reading through it, I'm like, oh, pointed out that I'm like, trying to remember for the end dimension, trying to remember for the end dimension. And I don't remember them. But
Well, like the scene with blackness where there's nothing there. It's just a totally dark room because they didn't ever write about that in any of the scripts. That's not in the movie, but it is in this script. And I thought it was hilarious when I came across that. Like, there's just nothing there, just walking through a room in the total dark. I
it's not
loved
on the plan. So it's not, they didn't make it.
They
Yeah.
didn't make it. I love that. I think that was so funny. The one thing I did notice that they didn't, like, on the screen, of course they can't really write it, but the way that I really thought it was so clever how they did the credits is like actually the credits to the new Galaxy Quest, The Journey Continues. It's great. I mean, there's so many brilliant moments in this film. And Jason Long does such a good job, Brandon. I really love that character
I remember
as well. He's so
two of the-
wholesome.
two of the other things that were in the script but not the movie. One, when she's trying to seduce the aliens, that's not in the
Yes.
movie. And also when they try and wait for night on the planet and the second sun comes out, that's not in the movie either.
I think that I wonder if they had filmed either one though and just cut them out because those are
I'm
not,
wondering.
yeah, because those are brilliant, both of those. Especially Gwen's line afterwards, like, "No one takes me seriously. Do you take me seriously now?"
I know, it was so funny. I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so brilliant. Do you take me seriously? No, do ya? Do ya? Just so good.
And that second son, when I came across that, I'm like, "Oh my god, that's so hilarious."
Hilarious.
And Kat found his name, Patrick Breen, was Qualic. So that's our shout out to Patrick Breen. We
Shout out
loved
to
you.
Patrick Green. Yeah, you made that scene so beautiful, Patrick. Such a great scene. So beautifully done. Yeah, and it's so funny because, in the movie, Alex just waits his whole, like, he always feels like he gets totally outshone by Jason the whole time. Like, he always has to outdo him, right? And even on the aliens, everyone loves him, but Quaylick doesn't. So, like, really makes this bond. And it's just really beautiful. It's just a beautiful bond.
It's so funny when he's
That's what
saying
makes
that
it-
even when like Jason's dying on the planet. Oh, it has to be about you, doesn't it? Like,
Has to be about you, doesn't it?
Here we go.
I just love it. So great. Anyways, guys, I have to unfortunately get going. I have to go to work.
To work.
So yeah,
Never give up.
I'm a
Never
KJ.
surrender.
I never give up. Never surrender. I'm a part of one of my day jobs is I'm a KJ. So
Oh,
I go
so-
and host
quick
karaoke.
Speaking of work, I have a gig actually the last Tuesday of August, a paying gig with Microsoft actually.
Yay.
Yeah, for a retirement party, I'm calling a dance. But that means I think, yeah. And so I don't think we'll have a reading until September because I just have no space in my schedule whatsoever to host another one this month. But summer is so busy. So, but come back September, we'll be getting back on a regular schedule because that's the school year and things will slow down. So,
All
Awesome.
right. Thanks
That's
for the
great.
heads up. Have a great. I hope it goes great. I'm sure it will.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will go great. All right. I will see you later. I got to get going, guys. Yeah, never give up, never
all right.
surrender.
Process.
Bye.
Bye.
Jackie, any thoughts?
I have never seen Galaxy Quest, so no.
What did you think about it from the reading?
It was fun. This was a fun read. It was very yeah, just fun. And
A little
fun.
hard to follow jumping in the middle of the story, maybe, but
Yeah.
No,
No?
because it was simple, right? Like they're on a quest, they get caught by the bad guy, they say they're actors, like it was pretty simple. Like I can imagine a lot of it. So I'll probably watch the movie one day, but
Have
And
you heard of it?
imagine Sigourney Weaver with
I
a
love her.
blonde bob.
That's Sigourney Weaver right there in the
Yeah.
red shirt behind me.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I've seen like lots of
There she is.
images.
It's more of a blonde shag.
Yeah, here, I'll move out of the way so you can see the whole cast.
Yeah,
Most of the cast, anyways.
just have to watch it.
Okay, ready? So there's this big Comic-Con in the beginning because you didn't do part one, right? And Tim Allen's character, well, this is what's intriguing about it. Like he comes in drunk and like narcissistic, and all of them like are like these old, like they just go to these Comic-Cons to make money at this point. And specifically, Alan Rickman's character has to put on the prosthetic every time he goes out, and he's like, "I'm tired of this," and it's amazing. And Sigourney Weaver's character is like, you know, this actress that's like very famous for being hot from it, but she's like, I'm better than this. I really tried at acting, and it's kind of funny. And but Tim Allen is really, he kills it because right after that Comic-Con beginning scene with like the hilarity that ensues, and I won't like spoil it, right? Right after, there's this montage of him getting drunk in his ritzy like LA apartment, and he's watching old episodes, and he really just exudes this like down on his shit luck. I'm sorry, gosh, I forget I'm on YouTube. Luck kind of ex A-list actor at some point, right? And you don't necessarily feel for him, but then as quickly as it turns to this thing where he really goes to like outer space is how fun it is. Because he comes back, it's weird. He like goes and he's like beamed up in this crazy way, and it looks all crazy. I actually do a really good job with it, with like the CGI and stuff. And then he comes back, and then he tells them, and they're like, "We don't even like you, man. Like we don't hang out with you. You're this like guy that's washed up that used to be somebody great, and we loved working with, but you're not this way anymore, right?" So there's like this deeper like Hollywood kind of story to it that's very interesting. And then he has to convince all of them, like, no, I went to outer space and they need us. And I think he has an ulterior motive a little bit too. He's like, also like, he's still into himself too much that like, he thinks that this could be something that makes him feel again because he's an alcoholic. Like how deep of a theme is that really, you know? He doesn't want to drink anymore. He stops drinking because he's freaked out by the aliens. It's like weird. Yeah, watch it. It's so interesting. I think he actually really is a great actor in it, of course, alongside everybody else in the cast. Yeah, everyone's so good in the whole ensemble. Yeah, it's good.
And our read a couple weeks ago of Twin Peaks got me. I hadn't seen that show at all, so I just finished season 1.
Oh,
You
wow.
did? Oh my God!
You like
Tell me
it, huh?
everything.
It got
Okay.
a little strange.
I
It was-
know.
You need to watch. There's a movie that follows, and that movie ties everything together.
Oh,
Okay.
Vicky is correct. There's like this weird mini movie kind of thing they did in between like season 1 and 2 or something like that. Am I correct? Am I right?
Yeah, they go into the past.
Yeah.
So the girl that was killed, she's alive.
Oh,
No, no
TMI,
spoilers.
TMI. I have
Well,
never
actually,
seen
to be alive in the
something.
past, but
Don't worry, Jackie, you won't remember. The first season
Ah!
will like erase your brain from anybody that's ever said anything. You like I recommend people watching. Anybody. And do it by yourself. Do not have a friend with you. Watch it by yourself.
I watched the last episode of season 1 the other day, and I'm like, and that happened, and that happened, and that happened, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and like, all in one episode? What?
I
Yeah.
know, I
Yeah.
know. But isn't it so like Lynch coded? Because then it'll be like this filler episode-ish thing where it's like these weird flashbacks in like a little room. It looks like a back room, and there's like a little person and like a mirror that's shattered. I mean, I don't know. Twin Peaks is nuts. And I love it so much for that. I don't like nobody knows what anything means with those dream sequences unless you are a diehard on figuring out the mystery, right? Which I think there's like definite clues in those flashback dream sequences, right? But do we ever know? I think I love that show for that. It's like the only mystery I can tolerate with it. Like I don't know what's going on, but I love every minute of it.
Yeah, not every show explains those mysteries. A lot of Japanese anime is the same way. You watch the whole show and you're like, what did I just watch? You know, and this story is fun and it's pretty and it's, you know, and it's interesting, but there's so many things that go totally unexplained in the show. They drop you in the middle and they take you out somewhere further down the line, but you feel like you're still somewhere in the middle, you
Yeah.
know?
Totally. I love that about also like a lot of shows. Some of my favorite shows, like at least you have to watch the. Sometimes it's complicating to do so, but you have to watch the flashback scenes, and even if you do and you still don't get it, that's the point. Like, yeah, I love stuff like that. You can make up your own kind of. It's like an audience interpretation kind of vibe with that. With certain television shows that I'm thinking of, yeah, love
Because
it.
this one's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, this
You
is
know there's a past, but you kind of imagine what that would be. It's not too hard to imagine.
Jackie. Think of all of the aliens like Mathazar and like, oh my gosh, why do I just keep blanking on the character I played? I'm so sorry.
Like,
Yes,
Guy?
like they all dress the same. I forget the female alien's
It's
name.
okay. The names are alien to me as well.
Yeah, yeah. I just can't remember. It's been so long. They all dress the same. They're kind of pale, and they have little black bobs. You know, like a kitten,
there's one behind
kitty cat wig or whatever, and like they like are just bright-eyed and they're like real pale, and they think at the beginning that they're people that are dressed up as like an alien from an episode or something of their famous old school show, but they're really actually aliens that look like that, and their true forms are like these hideous like blobby monsters that are like kind of like octopuses.
That's
Like-
one scene that was in the movie that was not in the script.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't in the script. Yeah, but
Right.
like all of a sudden they're like, let us show you, and they go, blah, 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 and they're like,
oh, we forgot to turn on our like, body. Yeah.
Awesome. That's why they're very great aliens. They're funny, and they also have a voice box that like turns to English. So, but if it's turned off, and there's a bit in the movie like that where one is like, sorry, her voice box is broken, and then they turn it on. She's like, we would love it if you would come aboard our ship, Captain, and it's amazing. But before, yeah, when her voice box is broken, they're like,
You really love it.
it's
It's
everything.
really-
It's so good. I love Galaxy Quest.
All right, well, let me know what you guys want to read in September. And
I think Vicky let you know. She Harry Potter.
if I can find that.
Oh, is it not easy
I
to
feel like
find?
Jackie, you should try and find a screenplay that's available. That'd be fun. I want to see what movie, because you review movies.
I mean, I have lots of. I've told Kat and
Oh, okay.
Vicky and people before. Like I have Harry Potter, for example. I have a lot of the Harry Potters. Yeah.
We would love to read one of
Oh
those.
gosh,
I just did Home Alone in response to Harry Potter.
I love Home Alone.
I absolutely do.
There's another one, Home Alone.
There's another one. There's Home Alone 2.
You have all the Harry Potter ones, Jackie, or just some?
Let me check. Let me see in my documents which ones I have.
We'll let Vicky pick which one.
But I have a couple, I believe.
Yes, Vicky gets she gets voter's choice.
I couldn't possibly. That's overwhelming. No, I can't take that responsibility.
I have Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2. So I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 scripts.
Order of the Phoenix, I don't think I've ever. That would be cool.
Yeah, I don't have the
You don't
fourth
have-
one.
The fourth one is great. Yeah, you don't.
All right, Vicky,
With a
which one
fire.
of those calls to you? Which one did you hear and go, you wanted that one? I think I saw it in your expression. We could roll this back and watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's your.
Got her eyes to grow.
Well, I think the
That
Half-Blood
said,
Prince
it's up to
is the
you.
one that has the most Alan Rickman in it. But
Yeah.
Which one?
I think the Half-Blood Prince has the one with the most Alan Rickman in it because there's a lot of
Yeah,
potions.
and we're sending you a black middle part bob for it. Okay, we will ship it to you.
Harry Potter.
But I like them. I like them. Well, I was gonna say I like them all. I like most of them.
The movies?
I
The
love
movies.
early Snape though. He's just like Potter. Do the shit. It's amazing. But yeah, I think he speaks. Wait, which one did you say, Kat? He speaks a lot in. I agree.
I think it's the Half-Blood Prince because that's the one where he's taking the. But I could be wrong. That might be the. It's book 6. I'm not sure. So do.
That makes
Blood
sense.
Prince is the Half-Blood Prince, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
What's
But
5?
he's also in wasn't he also in Deathly Hallows? Like
Well, he's in all of them.
5 is Deathly Hallows, right?
That's 7.
7,
fuck.
yeah.
Um,
5 is
what is
Order of the
5?
Phoenix.
Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, that one gets a little odd. And then Chamber of Secrets is always fun just because it's
Yeah.
simpler than the other ones.
I know I could find that because I played Harry Potter in it with what is it? Zooming the movies.
Yeah, zooming the movies.
Is
Yeah.
that correct? Yeah. That was so much fun. It's long though. It's like got the car scene in the beginning and Harry.
Yeah, like for
like,
stage directions, you really have to be there, like to be like
quick. Yeah, yeah,
go
yeah.
through them fast. That's not
Yeah, because it's a lot. It truly is a lot.
it's so much.
It's a long one. I don't know, Jackie, from what you have you read them all? You just, or do
No, I think I've done maybe 2 of them. I've done some with my group, 2, and then like I think I did one with zooming the movies or something.
I guess what's to say, like we do Shakespeare's sometimes that are freaking forever. So yeah, if we
for
can,
sure.
we could do any of them in that sense, right? Even if they're long. I wish there was a Goblet of Fire one though, because you could play so many like multiple characters, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be
And
fun.
time for the controversy. What do
Yeah.
you guys think about the TV show they're doing?
Oh.
Oh,
See what
it looks
happens.
fun. I think it looks fine. It looks fun. I think I don't know, did Warner Brothers kind of make those? Yeah, I think so. Eventually, it got bought out, but they were still great movies. I could just see it being subtly done with like a streaming site. I don't know, but then if you bring up streaming, I also have an opinion that's different than one I just expressed there. I don't know, you know, but I don't know. It probably will be good.
The thing I think is great about it is like a new generation of kids can grow up with it. You know what I mean? Like they did
Well-
with the books and with the movies as they came out.
Oh, like you don't think the younger up and coming generation are going to read the books and they'll just like watch that, and that's like you're like, oh, that's what I would get.
It may be both, but yeah. I mean, now they can read ahead if they like love the series. Oh, I want to see what does next, and they don't have to wait. Although they might do it different.
Oh, I see. Like we would have to wait years in between the movies if you were more of a movie watcher, which is totally valid.
But I mean, like how the first movie felt like it was more for kids, and then it gets more
yeah.
serious and dark and violent as it gets older. So the fact that they aged up with that, I
Yeah.
thought was
You know what would have been cool? Is if they actually made the violence a little bit more and all of a sudden it was like rated R to go see a Harry Potter.
Abracadabra, 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 abracadabra.
Yeah, and it would actually be like it wouldn't look good or something. It would be realistic to the science of possibly a giant spell being cast that means electricity. They were
I
still
have
kind of
a-
mild for violence, like I would say. The thing that I saved the films for me is the way that they made up Ralph Fiennes. I'm gonna go Fiennes right now. Ralph Fiennes, he killed it.
Ray.
If he didn't play that character, I don't know, because of the fact that in the books I've read a couple of them. I will not lie. I definitely like was way too little when the first one came out. And I like skimmed through it, and then I went to the fourth somehow. Or no, I did read the third and the fourth. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. My point being, Voldemort is scary as crap in the books. He really is supposed to be, and he did that. He did the thing. He did it like with the, but it was help with prosthetics and his acting. Otherwise, though, by the time it was getting to like the real nitty gritty and the ending of the Harry Potter series, it wasn't that impressive. It was like it was like two factions against each other, which I obviously is a great ending and understandably like a battle and like, good versus evil vibe, right?
Yeah.
I feel like people that I wanted to not die died, and I'm mad. And then I don't know what happened to Voldemort because I don't believe he's dead, and then it's just ending. I don't know.
As you kind of alluded to, like on
Because
the
I can
reading,
explain it.
the if anyone wants to read them but doesn't like to read, the audiobooks are fantastic. The reader that
I
does
will
the
try and do
audiobook, oh, so good. He jumps between the different characters, and just by the change in his voice, you know who the
And
character is.
then maybe you'll get why they're making that series because I think they're gonna like give Vernon, Uncle Vernon, and Aunt Petunia like kind of a backstory. I think they're gonna but okay, I'm all of a sudden saying like maybe your discretion about it. They're going to stretch it, much like they did with Game of Thrones by doing the whole backstory of the Targaryens and all that.
Right.
Yeah, it's a kind of cheap entertainment, and how much money goes into the backing of it, right? But
I have
There
a
you go.
comment on young people and reading.
Yes, Vicky.
I
I should never do it. Just
I have
kidding.
10 grandchildren, and I have a granddaughter that has a birthday in August, and my husband was asking her what she wants, and she wants books. She's
That's
turning
Yes.
13, and she wants books. So,
makes me so happy.
Yeah.
I was telling Jackie I had students last week at a camp, and they were just like 10 to 13-year-olds, and they were reading when they had off time. They literally had books in their bag. It made me so happy. I didn't even care what they were reading.
My
there
my
is
niece
hope.
my niece is a bookaholic. She bought books with her own money. That's what she decided to spend it on.
That's so good.
And during COVID, I started teaching both of my granddaughters that were here how to cursive write.
How to
I
curse?
think it's yeah.
Cursive,
I think it's
cursive
important.
writing.
I know. I know. I'm just kidding.
How to cursive.
Yeah, how to curse. If your grandmother
curse.
can't teach you, okay. Let's put give on the end
Who
of
taught them
that.
how to curse?
I'm telling the parents.
We said
Cursive
curse?
writing. Damn it. Okay, on that note, I have to go.
We should. We got far away from the galaxy quest.
Yep.
That's amazing.
We went down a black hole.
It's a fallen like way of writing. It's so sad. Yeah,
All right.
Spin that into
Definitely no.
Scribber. So
my curse.
yeah, send me those scripts, Jackie, and I put one on the thing. So that'd be lovely.
Absolutely. I don't know if
Jackie.
I'll join y'all because Tuesdays are always
Tough.
tricky. But I will try.
I'm off after. Actually, I was like, can this happen sooner? I got off at noon today, and I was like, should I nap?
Yes. Oh, share a file here. One of them.
And it's 8
Yeah,
here.
I can
8
also
here.
Download
share
it
it
before it's
in
overcapped.
Messenger.
All right. I'm gonna hit end. So say good night. Goodbye.
Hey, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Goodbye,
Never-
everyone. I
never
hope you
surrender.
enjoyed the reading
much
and
fun.
our talk afterwards.
Yeah.
Yep, see you soon.